This is our first RC circuit. We're going to make it discharge and watch the timer as the voltage display shows the decrease in voltage across the capacitor. This is set to be a voltmeter with a scale of 20 volts, so the reading on the screen is in volts. The capacitor I've chosen here is 47 microfarads, and the resistor here has stripes red, violet, green. So that's 27 times 10 to the 5 ohms, or 2.7 mega ohms. So if I multiply R times C, the expected time constant I get for this is about 127 seconds. That is a little more than 2 minutes. So when we run the discharging, I'm going to record it for about 4 time constants or so. So that would be about 8.5 minutes. I've attached the capacitor and the resistor to this breadboard here. This thing over here is a USB-powered power supply. It supplies 5.1 volts, and the positive terminal of it is connected to the red rail on the near edge of the breadboard, and the negative terminal is connected to the blue rail. I have the capacitor and then the resistor. They're connected together at rail number 27 here. And then this yellow wire connects the other ends of them. So capacitor, resistor, yellow wire is a complete circuit. So we're going to charge up the capacitor and let it discharge in that complete circuit. I have the voltmeter connected to the two ends of the capacitor. The positive voltmeter terminal is connected directly to the positive terminal of the capacitor. It's an electrolytic capacitor, so it has to be hooked up with this orientation. And the negative lead from the voltmeter is connected actually to the negative rail of the voltmeter, because that's connected directly to the other end of the capacitor, to what will be the negative end of the capacitor. So I do have the voltmeter connected to the two ends of the capacitor, though slightly indirectly. In order to charge up the capacitor, I have a lead connected to the positive rail of the breadboard, and I'm going to connect that briefly to the positive terminal of the capacitor, but since the alligator clip here from the voltmeter is connected to that end of the capacitor, I'm simply going to touch it, the lead here, to the alligator clip, and it charges up almost immediately to 5.1 volts. Now we're going to have it discharge. To make it discharge, to start the discharging, I'm simply going to disconnect this. And there it goes. So, since we actually want to time it, I'm going to simultaneously disconnect the lead here and start the stopwatch app. Now remember, when you're what you're supposed to do is to record the voltage every, I think I said 5 seconds, or if you can only do every 10 seconds, that'll be fine. Remember though, this is a video. You can pause it and scrub back and forth until you can get the clock to read exactly 5 seconds, or some multiple of 5. So you can actually take as many data points as you want, or at least as many as there are frames of video in the actual experiment. So, ready? Go. Okay, I think that'll be enough for this one.